Greetings. This is Newberg Mayor Rick Rogers, and today is Tuesday, August 18th. Good afternoon. This is a little out of my normal cycle for preparing these video messages, but I thought I'd get to you some news from last night's City Council meeting. As you know, the council meets on the first and third Monday of each month, and so we met last night in both a work session at 6 o'clock and the business session at 7. During the work session, we interviewed 4 candidates for the council seat in District 4. And those candidates were Robert Bonner, a retired professor from George Fox University, Dave Brown, a retired employee for the Newberg School District and former coach, Bryce Cofield, a current administrator at George Fox, and Greg Minahan, who is a veteran of nonprofit administration. During the course of the work session, we asked the candidates a series of questions, and then during the business session, deliberated on this. What I can first say is that all of us with the council were absolutely thrilled by the fact that we had 4 qualified candidates come forth for this position. And whether you believe it or not, the city council and the mayor position can at times be thankless. So we are tremendously grateful that 4 qualified people put their names in and their willingness to serve. After deliberation, we did select unanimously Bryce Cofield from George Fox University. Bryce's actual title is the Associate Director of Multicultural Student Development at George Fox. We are thrilled that Bryce has agreed to serve, and we welcome his talent, experience, and skills to the council, where he will serve, I'm sure, will serve all of us in the community very well. Another note is for the others that were not selected, for Robert, for Greg, and Dave. I truly hope, as the whole council hopes, that you will find ways to continue to be involved in our community and maybe expand your involvement through involvement with a city committee. As I've said on these messages before, we are always looking for people that are interested in helping to run the city through various citizen committees. And we hope that, as I say, that these candidates will do so because their talents would be most welcome on these committees and working with the city. In other business, we passed a resolution last night regarding the urban renewal. And it was brought up, and we should mention that urban renewal has had a bit of a checkered history in its past, particularly during the 1960s and 1970s. But a number of the actions have been changed. A lot of government oversight is now in place, particularly in Oregon. But there is one thing that was mentioned last night that we should remember is that there is the chance of displacement of people in the area south of the downtown down to the mill site. Now, this is partially countered or mostly countered by the fact that the projects that will be undertaken under urban renewal are largely for infrastructure improvement. And so that will be a benefit not just to the district and the area that it's covering, but to the entire city. The other thing, and one of the major areas that we hope to see growth with urban renewal is in employment. The largest, most obvious area is redevelopment of the mill site. Hopefully we'll hear news about the sale of that property in the not too distant future, and we will get on to restoring some of the 200 jobs that we lost with the closure of the mill. Otherwise, at this point, there is much more business that we went through last night. If you're interested in more of that, please see either the city's website for the agenda or for the transcript and the video of last night's meeting. Otherwise, let's see, for my reading list, I am currently reading in The Invisible Man by Ralph Allison. And otherwise, everyone in Newberg, please, if you have any suggestions to make this or anything else at the city better, please do not hesitate to contact me at rick.rogers@newbergoregon.gov. And otherwise, be well, stay healthy, mask up, and we'll see you next time. Thank you.